John Cena's Attitude Adjustment is one of the most recognisable moves in professional wrestling, with him having it as a finisher since the early years of his career in 2003. A variation dubbed after the Death Valley Driver and a mockery of Brock Lesnar's F5 during their 2003 feud, John Cena has had an eventful career, showcasing his strength through delivering that very manoeuvre. Whether hitting the Attitude Adjustment on heavyweights like the Big Show or two men at the same time such as Big Show and Edge in very impressive spots, the Attitude Adjustment is one of the most important aspects of John Cena's character and was his fifth move of doom. The history of John Cena's finisher is a fascinating story regarding its origins and how it evolved throughout his career. Welcome to Honor Wrestling Club, and in today's video we will be looking at the history of John Cena's Attitude Adjustment WWE finisher, explained. However, before we crack on into the delves of the vault and look into the reasons behind the AA, I'd just like to take a moment to firstly thank you for choosing to spend a bit of your day here on Honor Wrestling Club, and thank you for taking the time out of your day to click the like button and the subscribe button and the notification bell to let me know that you've enjoyed this video. Now, welcome to the club. The importance of John Cena's Attitude Adjustment finisher. An explosive finisher is one of the best ways to get a wrestler over with the fans. To this day, people still look back in fondness over Stone Cold Steve Austin's stunner or Hulk Hogan's leg drop, even if Hogan's leg drop has got more mockery online in recent years. However, at the time, these manoeuvres helped them get over as some of the biggest stars in professional wrestling. And John Cena's Attitude Adjustment is no different, as utilising the Death Valley Driver was the perfect explosive manoeuvre to take his character to stardom. What's unique about the Death Valley Driver move is it's not a manoeuvre that every wrestler can do on someone regardless of their size. However, John Cena is one of those wrestlers who can carry ultra heavyweight giants on his shoulders. Delivering the Attitude Adjustment helped him earn a reputation as being amongst the strongest WWE superstars in the wrestling business. He's especially earned that reputation as well, considering he's tangled with many giants throughout his career, such as Big Show and Great Khali. As John Cena started utilising the Death Valley Driver move in early 2003, it helped set him apart as someone who could be taken more seriously on the SmackDown brand. And that said a lot, considering the amount of star power with the SmackDown roster in 2003. John Cena hitting the Death Valley Driver on superstars such as Brock Lesnar and The Undertaker showed that he was a threat to these men. John Cena's finisher was first called the FU. As many are aware, John Cena didn't have the best of starts to his WWE career, as initial character in mid to late 2002 was as generic as it got, and John was slated for the chopping block. However, after turning heel and adopting the Doctor of Thugonomics persona, John Cena's stock in the company skyrocketed like nobody else. Not long after taking the Doctor of Thugonomics gimmick, John Cena added the Death Valley Driver as part of his moveset. He performed it for the first time on a March 2003 episode of SmackDown, delivering it on Rikishi and picking up a win against him in a singles match. As John Cena's character took an edgier tone upon turning heel, his Death Valley Driver manoeuvre got dubbed as the FU. One should understand that John Cena naming his finisher the FU was an effective way for his Doctor of Thugonomics persona to come off as an edgy rebel that fans could get behind. Believe it or not, there was a time when John Cena's character was pretty rugged, as he dubbed his Death Valley Driver finisher got the FU for many years. Even after abandoning the Doctor of Thugonomics persona after winning the WWE Championship for the first time, John Cena's finisher continued to get referred to as the FU, holding on to his edgier side. The FU becomes the Attitude Adjustment. After WWE announced their embracing of TVPG for their weekly program in 2008 to coincide with Linda McMahon's failed Senate runs, it didn't make much sense for their biggest star to continue dubbing his finisher as the FU. For obvious reasons, the name of John Cena's finisher changed from the FU to the AA, or the Attitude Adjustment. as further leaving behind his past Doctor of Thugonomics' edgy persona and establishing a superhero-like character. Dubbing his finisher as the Attitude Adjustment fit WWE's family-friendly vision, especially as John Cena continued to get pushed as the top babyface of not only the company, but of all of wrestling. To this day, John Cena's Death Valley Driver finisher is still generally referred to as the AA, even in highlight reels when it was referred to as the FU. However, it's worth noting that the FU made a one-night-only return at WrestleMania 35 when John Cena appeared as his former Doctor of Thugonomics persona, confronting Elias by hitting him with the FU. Regardless of whether John Cena's finisher is called the AA or the FU, his variation of the Death Valley Driver maneuver is still amongst one of the greatest finishers in WWE. It has contributed much to John Cena's legacy and helped him become among the greatest wrestlers of all time, and he's even used the success of his finishing move, the AA, to transition that into a successful Hollywood career, where, to the best of my knowledge, he has hit it twice. First in Fred the Movie, where he hit the move on Fred through a coffee table, and then again in Fast and Furious 9, where he would hit the move on just a random henchman to save Don Toretto's kid. Sorry, Fast and Furious 10, not 9. But there you have it. There's our video, and we hope you've enjoyed this history of John Cena's Attitude Adjustment finisher. If you've enjoyed this slightly different format and looking into the history of certain moves, be sure to let me know in the comments down below, as your feedback is greatly appreciated, and if you enjoyed these, we'll give you more of them. But if you didn't enjoy this, be sure to let me know as well, and we can make sure we provide you with other content. However, I'd just like to take a moment to ask you to click the like button, the subscribe button, the notification bell, and to share this video around with your friends and family. Go on, show your parents, confuse them, make them wonder where all their money goes each month. Go on, it'll be really funny. However, until next time, we have been on a wrestling club, and I'd just like to welcome you to the club. Thank you for watching. See ya!